UFC Fight Night London kicks off tomorrow, and we got an okay card. I know there's some people out there that are probably like, are you fucking joking? This is an absolute banging fight night. We got Cage Warriors legends in there. Yeah, it's not doing it for me. I honestly think last weekend had more bangers, but I still think there's some entertaining fights here. We're still going to have fun. We're still going to watch them all because that's what we do. Predictions last week, pretty good, 13-1. Can't go wrong with 13-1. On the year, we're 55-20. I'm kind of happy with that. I don't know what people usually are, year to day with predictions, but 55-20 seems pretty good. Anyway, let's jump right into the main event here. We're going to do it a little differently. I don't really feel like yapping on about these early prelims fights, so we're just going to go straight into this fucking fight that got canceled. I almost forgot. Luana Carolina has missed weight by 8 pounds. Fuck you, Luana Carolina. Cut her from the sport. I'm not even kidding. That is a disgraceful weight miss. You are not Khamzat Chimaev. You have no star power. You are on the very low level of women's MMA. And you just fucked over Melissa Mullins, bro. Like, she was going to fight in front of her hometown, pay Melissa Mullins her full fight show, her full fight win, and make this right because fuck you, Luana Carolina. That's a disgraceful weight miss. Horrible sportsmanship. That's embarrassing. Canceled. Next up, we got main event. Let's get right into it. Fuck the prelims, bro. We're going to speed through that. I'm not in the mood to yap about, oh man, they look so good in their last Cage Warriors fight. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Evloev versus Murphy. Here we go. Battle of the Undefeateds. Battle of who's getting the next featherweight title shot. Allegedly, who knows, right? They just booked Gene Silva. Apparently that's in the works. Insane. Can't wait like a few months. Can't wait till this fight's over. Like maybe a quick turnaround for one of these guys if it's a, early stoppage. Who knows? Like why does Gene Silva jump the gun, bro? Because he cried over the belt and basically nutted over it? Like what are we doing? Oh my God. The UFC matchmaking is actually pissing me off lately. I think they literally just booked Brendan Allen versus Edmund Shabazian? What the fuck? Oh my God. Let's get to the point. Movsar Evloev, Lerone Murphy. I keep going back and forward with this in a way where I'm like, oh my God, is Lerone Murphy going to knock this guy out? Like I could just see Movsar Evloev, he kind of moves a little bit like Khabib in the striking. Like he's a little twitchy, he's like weird. And then I'm like, wait a minute, whoa. I got like recency bias going on in my brain. All I see is Aaron Pico, right? That's all I see. And I go one fight before that, I'm like, oh, Josh Emmett literally controlled, took down, beat up Lerone Murphy for a few of those rounds. Movsar Evloev's miles better than Josh Emmett. How the hell is Murphy going to win this fight? I think Movsar Evloev's going to win this fight. I think it's going to be a pretty plain and simple 49-46 decision. Maybe finding a sub, but I find UK fighters are pretty good at sub defense and will be able to kind of protect themselves on the ground. I don't see a way other than like a perfect shot from Lerone Murphy chinning Movsar Evloev. I think Evloev's a more controlled, disciplined fighter when he's trying to find his takedowns, where he's trying to get close, work his range. And I think Lerone Murphy eventually is going to get taken down and controlled, and I think that's going to happen every round. Maybe he lands a shot that kind of wobbles Evloev. But look at the competition that both of these guys have faced. We have Evloev, Aljamain, Arnold Allen, and Diego Lopez. Yes, it was Diego Lopez, like first fight in the UFC, maybe second fight. But still, that's better than Josh Emmett and Aaron Pico. I don't see a clear out for Lerone Murphy other than a perfect shot, which is always possible, right? It's always possible. But 25 minutes, Evloev's going to be the better fighter throughout those 5 rounds. Co-main event. What a co-main event we got here. What an event. No, it's kind of crazy that this is the co-main event over like MVP versus Sam Patterson, right? Like I know Luke Riley, he's fairly popular in the UK scene. I think he's really popular in the UK scene. Co-main event seems crazy. This is his second fight in the UFC. Yeah, UK crowd must love him. He's going to win this fight. He's going to win this fight by round 2 TKO. Michael Aswell Jr., he's really open to that overhand right, and I think that's one of Luke Riley's specialties, just landing that big shot, putting his guys down, and then finding a finish really quick. Like he hops on these guys after getting them knocked down and beats the shit out of them on the ground. And I kind of see that happening for Michael Aswell Jr. Luke Riley is a slow starter though, so keep that in mind. If you're watching this fight, you're like, what the fuck, Luke Riley, mate? He is looking slow. He just got knocked down. Yeah, every fight he gets knocked down. Every fight he gets taken down and controlled in the first round. Something always happens where he has to battle through adversity, but he does. And then he finds a finish. And he's proven to do that time and time again. And I don't think Michael Aswell Jr. is that power guy where if he lands a knockdown, he's going to find the finish or he's going to put him out cold in one shot. No. He's not that guy, pal. Luke Riley, round 2 take TKO. I think that's pretty plain and simple. Main card, we got MVP versus Sam Patterson. Bro, tell me Sam Patterson doesn't look like this guy from Dodgeball. If you haven't seen Dodgeball, classic Vince Vaughn. Tell me that's not Sam Patterson. Huh? They look fucking identical, mate. Anyway, yeah, Sam Patterson versus MVP. What did MVP do to the UFC to deserve this? I'm not sure. He'd literally just beat Jared Cannonier at 185, who was ranked. Now he gets Sam Patterson. But honestly, this is a tough fight for me. I think Sam Patterson is actually pretty good. I think he's getting fairly underrated in this fight. He has one loss in the UFC. It was to Yanel Ashmouz at lightweight. And Yanel Ashmouz, he's not bad. He had a pretty good fight against Quillan Salkid. And everyone's gassing up Quillan Salkid. And Ashmouz lost 29-28. Like, it was a really close fight. And Sam Patterson got slept cold by him. But now he's moved up to welterweight. He has won 4 in a row at this new weight class. He looks a lot better out there. 4 first-round finishes, 2 subs, 2 KOs. But MVP is just so slick and fast on the feet. He is so bing, bing, bang. Bing, bing, out. Bing, 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 bang, out. Bing, 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 bang, out. You know, he's so good at that explosive jumping in and out of the pocket, landing 2-3 strikes and dipping the fuck out of there. I think there is a world where Sam catches him there or finds a takedown there and works the ground game, because as we saw MVP versus Ian Gary, man, he can get taken down and controlled. But is Sam Patterson Ian Gary? I don't know about that. I don't know if Sam Patterson's as disciplined on the outside working the range like Ian Gary. Sam Patterson's more of like stand in the middle and kind of work the boxing range, not so much kicks and teeps and oblique kicks, whatever the hell Ian Gary does. I hate watching him fight. But that's all right. I think MVP is going to get this one done. But although I actually think it's going to be close, 29-28, I think Sam Patterson is going to surprise some people out there. He's not bad at all. Next up, we got Io Baraniewski versus DJ. Bro, tell me right now, Austin Lane doesn't look like DJ. I think it's just the beard. I think it's just the beard. But no, Austin Lane, unfortunately, your time has come. Iwo Baranowski, your time has already came, to be honest. You're 1-4. I think you've been KO'd every fight. And now you're going to light heavyweight? Dude, you weren't even a fat, out-of-shape heavyweight. You were like 250, relatively lean. You're going to be 205, fucking dying of malnutrition. Like, holy, dude. There's no way he had enough fat on him to cut down from 250 to 205. You're losing muscle at that point, right? You got to be, and I don't like that for him. He was already chinny at heavyweight. Being a weak, malnutritioned light heavyweight is not going to play well for him. Iwo Baranowski is going to find the shot. Round 1 KO. Good night, Austin Lane. CLD versus Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze, man, is so slow on the feet. I can't pick him. I cannot pick him against CLD. How do I think CLD gets this done? Spinning back elbow in round 3. I always think of him as this big, nasty killer of a guy, of a middleweight in there. But I think I'm just like, my brain's like, oh my God, the Hermanson finish. Oh my God, the Phil Haas finish. Like, oh, it's so nasty. Those are nasty finishes. But what has he done since then? Not a whole lot, dude. Decision Merchant Vittori, after losing to him, got beat up by Hernandez and choked on the feet. Got pieced up on the outside by Evloev for 3 rounds. Or was it 5 rounds? That might have been a 5-round fight. Anyone who he faces that's relatively high competition, especially on the feet, he literally can't hang. The guy cannot hang. I think CLD is too dangerous on the feet, too good at mixing up the attacks. And Dolidze, unless he like blobs him against the cage for 3 rounds, I don't see him having any success here. Give me CLD. Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. Curtis Campbell's a pretty nasty Thai striker, dude. This guy has crazy kicks, leg kicks, body kicks. He's put a few guys out via liver kick, calf kick even. And Danny Silva's 2-1 in the UFC. His 2 wins were split decision. Arguably 0-3 if you ask some judges. Arguably 0-3. And his only loss is to Kevin Vallejos. Future champ. We can kind of negate that one. Okay, it's fine, Danny Silva, we get it. Kevin Vallejos is a killer. But Curtis Campbell is going to win this fight. This guy is such a good Thai striker. Like, he's so good. He's not bad on the ground. I think they're pretty even when it comes to the ground, too. Danny Silva has used it more. I think of his fight with, like, Josh Kulabau, working the grappling there. I thought he lost that fight, I got to be honest. Kulabau was landing way bigger shots and more damaging strikes. Danny Silva just smudged him, and boring. Fucking hated that fight. Curtis Campbell is going to win this fight. I think 30-27 decision. I think Danny Silva is going to hold him against his cage. And it's 2026. We don't fucking care about cage control time, okay? We don't give a shit about that. Do something with it. Land damage. Not little knees or punches to the thigh. Fucking piss me off, Merab. Why'd I bring Merab into this? Anyway, Curtis Campbell's just going to win all 3 rounds based on damage. Mason Jones, Axel Sola. Give me 29-28 decision by Jones. I think Jones is just the grittier fighter. I think he knows how to buckle down and fucking swang and bang and mix up the strikes. Axel Sola has the advantage in the boxing range, and I think he'll win the first round because of that. But Mason Jones, this guy's a Welsh gangster, mate. He knows what to do. He knows how to get the fight to where he needs it to be to win. And he knows how to mix up the strikes a lot better than Axel Sola. Axel Sola did not impress me in his UFC debut. Yes, I know he won, body shot, TKO, whatever. But the first round, he looked like fucking garbage. And I think Mason Jones is just a more experienced guy and knows how he needs to win MMA fights. Easy peasy. He'll win round 2 and round 3. Keita versus Nathaniel Wood. No, that's... That's Nathaniel Woods, boys. That's Nathaniel Woods, Cage Warrior legend Nathaniel Wood. That's Nathaniel Wood, mate. Oh, I was watching Cage Warriors last week, and I'm like, Nathaniel Wood, what? They cut him from the UFC? He's won 3 in a row. Oh, what? Nathaniel Wood's black? What the fuck? No, that's Nathaniel Woods. This is Nathaniel Wood. And he's going to win this fight. I think it's going to be very similar to Mason Jones. I think Nathaniel Wood is I think he's a vet at this stage in his UFC career. He's 10-3, 13 UFC fights. I can't believe he's been around for that long. And he's moved up to featherweight from bantamweight. I like him there, although he is slightly undersized. I have it written as 155 here. That should say 145. This is a featherweight fight. He's on a 3-win streak in the lightweight division. In the featherweight division, fuck me. Undefeated in the featherweight division. Fighting Keita. Keita is very fast, very explosive. I expect him to have a very good first round. Wood's going to recover from the adversity and win the next 2 rounds. Mario Pinto versus Felipe Franco. Nah, that is professional bodybuilder Felipe Franco. That is UFC fighter Felipe Franco. Mario Pinto, everyone's saying this guy's going to KO Felipe Franco. I don't see it. I think Mario Pinto is a Jailton Almeida wannabe with a little bit more ground and pound. That being said, he is more exciting than Jailton Almeida. Felipe Franco is a light heavyweight. He weighed 225 on the scale, or 226. Mario Pinto's 257. He just weighed in. Felipe Franco's fucked. He's going to get taken down, controlled, and beat up. Maybe a sub, but I don't see a KO. I see Mario Pinto getting the grappling going right away. He has a 32-pound size advantage. 30-27 Pinto. I think this is going to be a shit fight. I honestly do. Pinto proved me otherwise. We need some excitement in the heavyweight division. Mantos Kondratavicius versus Antoni Trocoli. No, I don't like Trocoli in this fight at all. Tall, lanky, middleweight, chin up high, hands down low. He never gets his hands high enough for his head. I don't know why. Maybe he has a long neck syndrome. But Condra's going to find the shot in the first round. KO this guy. Mantis Condra, dude, he actually has disgusting power in his hands. Disgusting power. This is what Joe Pyfer thinks he is. Because Mantis Condra has put his last 2 opponents out cold one shot. One shot down. And they didn't even look like massive shots. It just like a little looping hook. Boom. Out. Done. Anyway, Condra round 1. Brando Pericic versus Louis Sutherland. Louis Sutherland is a fat, unskilled heavyweight who has a 1-2 and power in his hands. I think Brando Pericic is the more technical, controlled striker. Is going to survive Louis' little bop-bop. It's probably like but Brando Pericic is just going to survive and KO him in round 2, sorry. Easy as that. I just think he's better, slightly more athletic. They're both kind of fat. And he has a reach advantage, which I think is terrible for Louis Sutherland because he's kind of slow. And Brando Pericic is just going to work the outside and eventually land the shot after Louis Sutherland gets frustrated about not being able to land anything in round 1. He's going to get a little wild, a little reckless, and Pericic is just going to counter him and put him out. Easy as that. Shamrock versus Abdul Karim Al-selwady. Little bit of fireworks in the weigh-in ceremony. There's Shamrock coming in flying, decks Abdul Karim. Not to the ground, just, I don't know, trying to get the crowd going or something. I don't know why. I think it's so cringe when people do that. Like, the commentators are like, we need a little bit of that. We need that. They're about to fight, dude. Like, we don't need to push each other around on stage. Like, fucking cringe, dude. It's like high school shit. I just honestly think Abdul Karim Al-selwady is just shit, to be honest with you. He's coming off a two-year layoff. I think he's a bit of a, how do I say this nicely? A bit of a pussy, which is okay. It's okay to be a pussy, bro. We all kind of have a little bit of puss in us. But most of us didn't choose to fight in an octagon for a living, you know what I mean? So it doesn't show on a main stage. Abdul Karim, he just does a little bit of that, and I think Shamrock is going to be able to utilize his pressure to get him into that situation and take him down. I also think Abdul Karim Al-selwady has pretty shit and inefficient footwork, bouncing around a lot for no real purpose, side to side, but you'll see, it doesn't look good. 2-year layoff, ring rust. Shamrock's been more active. Give me Shamrock by round 2 sub. I think he's just going to find the takedown along the cage in round 2 and choke this guy out. Chanel Dyer, another Thai fighter versus Ravina Oliveira. Crazy favorite here for Dyer. She lost her Contender Series fight, which was her last fight, and the UFC still signed her. Like, we're getting to the point where women's MMA is so desperate for some, like, talent or stardom that they're just fucking signing everyone and just praying they do something cool. I don't think Chanel Dyer is going to find a finish. I think she's just going to stick to the outside and kick this girl. Unfortunately for Ravina Oliveira, she just doesn't have good kicks, and Chanel Dyer does. I think Oliveira might land a takedown in one of the rounds. That's why I'm giving her one of the rounds, but I think Dyer's just going to pit-pat on the outside and win by decision. And that's it. That's fucking it.